Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a very special video here in which I am going to be casting one of the best players in the world for Hayabusa. And I'm going to pop her stats up here in a second. She was first in the world very recently. Do not know how to pronounce her name. If someone would tell me, that'd be great. She's third right there, though. Very close to first, as you can see. Not many points away. And very entertaining to watch. Very good player. Very high rank as well, 779 stars. And you can see Hayabusa, she has an 84.9% win rate. As you can see here, plays ranked games, not getting those stats just in Classic, which is awesome. So, check out her stream, guys. Go on there and follow her. She's great. She's awesome. And let's get back into this video. So, coming in a couple minutes late, skipping some of the boring stuff. Her team is 3-0 right now, and as you can see, she has gone for the Beast Killer or Slayer, forget what it is, the axe, then again, that gives you a lot of defensive stats as well as the other jungle bonuses. Very good item right now for anyone in game. Gives her just enough tankiness so that she doesn't die instantly. As you can see, very skillfully there, throwing out the shadow to hit both the monster and jump over the wall and get back to lane instantly. So very cool here, picking up the last hit on these minions. Not able to get that one, unfortunately, but level 6 at 3.5 minutes, level 7, and going in here using her shadows to go in and take out the minions immediately and jumping out. That is actually very difficult to do well and on a consistent basis, is jumping to a shadow, ulting, and then jumping right out to the shadow that you want. Alright, she picks up the crab here, and it looks like she is heading for the mid lane. She's got the cooldown boots as the second item, and then it looks like she's probably going for the Bloodlust axe on the third item here. Wanted to give her a little compliment right here, so that's what I did. Coming into mid lane, killing those minions, letting her minions, the allied minions, crash into the turret. When you do that, it does two things. One, it damages the turret, which is good. Two, it wastes the minions so the enemy does not get the gold or experience from them. So, here she is in lane, 2 levels ahead of this Kagura, and let's see what she can do. Throws out a shadow, going in here to proxy the wave, killing it instantly. Wow, jumping back to the shadow all that way. Skillfully done. Getting caught by the Kagura here in her ultimate. Is she going to go down? She's very low. Throws the shadow into the Kagura and gets out of there. Nice escape from her. Kagura not having quite enough damage to take her out at this point of the game. So shadow tossed out to allow her to get back to lane quicker. And right now it is 5-4 in the game. A lot of action has gone on in other parts. Not too much with her, but she's doing a very good job of farming right now. Coming in here on this low Irithel, dropping the ultimate on her, doing a ton of damage. Is she going to pick her up? Yes, the shuriken's coming out, just enough damage at the end there to kill her. Dropping down the shadow here to get back to lane, to defend it in time to pick up 2 minions here. She misses one of them, gets the last hit on that first small minion though, and then also gets the last hit on the siege minion to get that total gold. Coming in here, dropping the shadow and the ultimate to come in, do a bunch of damage to the Kagura as well as pick up that wave so that she's going to have to CS under turret. Drops a shuriken down here early to do a little bit of damage to these guys, comes in and is farming. Kills that thing really quickly, and now she has the buff coming into mid lane. She sees Irithel right here. Irithel's in her ultimate state, which is very powerful. Probably one of the best ultimates in the game, to be honest. She gets rooted by the Cyclops, and the ultimate from this player takes her out. Sorry, once again, I do not know how to pronounce your name. If someone would help me out with that, that would be great. But I'm just going to call you the Umbrella Chick because the umbrella. Nah, I'm kidding. The Umbrella Chick is Kagura right here. Beat her up for me. I don't like Kagura. Alright, jumping over Kagura right there. 2 levels ahead of her still due to this incredible farming. Using the ultimate once again to clear the wave, do a ton of damage to Kagura, and then pop out with the shadow instantly. Me, when I try to do that, I just freaking get CC'd under turret and die. but this player is on a different level than me. Throwing out the shadows there, picking up the turret, winning the lane battle up top in the 1v1 versus Kagura handily. And coming in the bush right here. Once again, Irithel is right there. And she is just waiting patiently to see if she can get a good catch. Going into mid lane here, throws out the shadow, misses Irithel, also drops down the retribution to slow her down, and goes in with the ultimate to take out half her health, drops out with the shadow to get back up to top lane and farm. At this point of the game, she has built 3 full items, now 4, has 30% cooldown reduction, which is going to enable her to spam her abilities quite well. So waiting up here, tossing out the shadow as soon as the minion entered the range of the turret, coming in to knock down this turret here. Split pushing, which is exactly what you do with Hayabusa. Using the ultimate to clear that wave really quick right there, and getting out with the shadow as the panda comes in here. As you can see, the panda is only level 7, 5 level difference there. That is incredible. 8 minutes in and level 12. Fantastic farming in this game, even though she's only 1-0-1. If you are, I think what's important about this game to see is that if you're not a super high skilled Hayabusa player, you can farm this well. That's what I try to do, is just farm so that in the mid to late game my ultimate allows me to get in and gank someone. She sees the saber right here and is just waiting very patiently, I think, for him to get that minion down, goes in with the ultimate, kills him, and gets out immediately. And looks like she's going for an 830 Lord here. Pretty early Lord, not as early as you can get, obviously. It spawns at 6 minutes, but pretty early nonetheless. Good choice because the whole team is here. Looks like Balmond, as you can see, they're using his ultimate to kill the Lord. Balmond's ultimate, for whatever reason, does a ton, well, it does a ton of base damage, but it is very, very good to use as like a retribution to ensure the kill for your team on the Lord. I've seen that happen quite a bit. That's pretty awesome. She sees Irithel right here. This buff is pretty low. She goes in with the ultimate, picks up the buff, and as well is able to pick up Irithel. That chick standing no chance even in her ultimate state. So Lord is pushing in the top lane for the blue team here. And looks like she's got three people coming after her up top, 3 of which all have slowing and CC abilities. So it's a little bit scary, but she skillfully gets out with the quad shadow ability. Come back here to mid lane, drops the shadow. Looks like she wanted to go in there, but gets out immediately. This siege minion, unfortunately, does not have enough health for her to get in there and take out the turret. She picked up as her 5th item here the rose gold meteor, which gives her a shield as well as a little bit of lifesteal, good amount of damage, and magic resistance. Help fight against this Kagura and Odette. Big team battle going on. They got Lord pushing at the top tower up here. She looks like she wants to go in really bad, but is smart enough to realize going in under turret, not the smartest idea. Aurora getting a huge ultimate in there. For some reason, Odette dropping hers as well, way behind the turret, not going to do much there. She's low on mana. Let's see what she's going to do. Come over here and kill that minion to get a little bit of mana left. Impressive, just killing it. 2 hits there. Up here, 3 levels ahead of this Kagura now, dropping the shadows, looking like she's gonna want to go in, but just clearing the minion and getting back out. So this team, the blue team, is just slowly pushing all lanes at once, ensuring that these, whatever they are, the last turrets for the red team, the inhibitor turrets is what I'm going to call them, use League, are just going to slowly take damage and get pushed down here. Being very, very patient, not going in and making any stupid decisions. And once again, as soon as the enemy team clears the minions up top, she comes in and pushes the wave down. Looks like the panda's coming in, collapsing on her. 5 level difference between her and the enemy team here. Incredible. She's going for the buff. Unfortunately, it looks like it does get retribution down by their panda, and she goes in with the ultimate on this saber, but the saber uses his ultimate to counter hers and stops her from actually activating it. And now she's going to go back because she's low and just doesn't want to make any risky decisions. At this point of the game, your respawn timer is pretty long, so you don't really want to be too stupid with that. as I do. Coming over here, gonna pick up the other buff here since she didn't get the one earlier. It was stolen by the panda, Akai. And she's just gonna waddle her way up to the enemy jungle up here. And this is the advantage of having more turrets taken from the enemy, is that you can just sit here and take all of their farm and monsters in their jungle, preventing them from getting it while getting more fed yourself. She's been level 15 now for probably, I would say, almost 2 minutes. Incredible farming. 5 levels ahead of the enemy. That's just ridiculous. Your skills, your cooldown, your health, everything is just at such an advantage when you farm that well. And she comes in here, goes to the shadow, looks like she's trying to really take out that turret, but jumps out immediately when she sees Saber coming in there. She gets caught by Saber's ultimate, she's gonna go down. The last item she picked up was going to be a Deadly Blade. Deadly Blade's super good on Hayabusa because his ultimate sits there and hits the person, preventing them from getting healing or regen if they're using abilities on enemies or something like that. So, since the enemy team has to defend their turrets here, the blue team comes down and is going for a second Lord this game. Good choice. And she's just doing a ton of damage. Drops her ultimate here to do a ridiculous amount of damage to that Lord. The enemy Akai comes in trying to stop him from taking the Lord. And looks like the first kill is going to be the Aurora on the blue team. But what's going to go happen here? The Lord, unfortunately, looks like it's taken by the enemy team. Actually, couldn't tell right there. Crazy stuff happening right now. It's too fast for me to cast, but does look like she's just poking and getting out, dropping the ultimate to get someone low, not picking up really any kills right there, but not dying either. Oh, does look like the blue team ended up picking up the Lord. It was difficult to tell there, especially with that Odette ultimate right there. That was kind of lucky, to be honest. I think that either team there could have picked up the Lord, but it's good that it went down for the blue team. She comes in here under the turret, undefended, throwing in the shadow to take it out. Pays attention to her shadow and gets out of there after the turret is done. Coming around here to mid lane, the enemy team. What the heck is that? The enemy team is very steamy. Now the enemy team still many levels below her. She comes down here to the bottom lane and uses her ultimate to clear those minions up. She's been full build for quite a while now. Drops the shadow down underneath the turret so she can do a lot of damage and get out if she needs to. Her shadows are now gone. However, all the turrets are going down by the enemy team. Iritho popping her ultimate, doing a ridiculous amount of damage to the blue team, but she gets CC'd by Grok. Hayabusa going in, dealing a bunch of damage, but bouncing around between the whole enemy team, spreading it out, which is not what you really want. The first 2 kills go down for the red team on the blue team, dropping the ultimate. Now, dropping the shadows once again, going inside the enemy Kagura, picking up a kill. The ultimate is up, she pops it instantly, bouncing around between the entire enemy team, doing a lot of damage to them, but more importantly, picking up all the minions left underneath their base, so that their base is undefended. Now she just walks out at this point of the game. Now she has 2 people coming in on her. She's got the tank Akai, which is big trouble for her. Odette drops the ultimate. Hayabusa drops her ultimate at the same time too, jumping around, avoiding that damage, coming in and slaying that Odette right there. And getting in on this panda, coming in on him, and just dropping the shurikens and dropping the auto attacks, slowly healing up and taking him out. Nice double kill there. As you see, the enemy Saber is still level 13. Hayabusa running a little bit low on mana here, but at this point of the game, if you have someone's turrets down, all their turrets are gone in the game, it is very, very hard to defend. You can just walk around between lanes and clean up the minions, and eventually you get to a point like right now where you get a wave in on the turret. She drops her ultimate down, working on clearing the enemy heroes, but it doesn't really matter because you can just poke down the turret there as Grok did. Cool, thanks for watching, guys.